Alright, hi, so this is Cold Ramen from the future. So just as a content warning, this game will contain a lot of rather, not a lot, but near maybe the 30-minute mark or so, 40-minute mark, will contain some graphic depictions of certain things, very graphic, very gory as well. So if you're not comfortable with that sort of thing, don't worry, this video will have certain parts censored. If you aren't like fazed by any of that, I've uploaded the uncensored version in the description of the video, in the description down below, so you can go ahead and watch that. That'll be unlisted, just because I sort of want this video to be more accessible to everyone without making it too uncomfortable. And because the thing depicted that's rather uncomfortable is not really paranormal in nature, so it is like quote unquote real, right? So I do want to put that heads up out there. So this video will have certain parts just blacked out. But yeah, without further ado, hope you enjoy the video. And yeah, again, if you want to watch the uncensored version, it is down below in the description. Hello and welcome to the latest entry in the Tsugunohi series, the Chamber of Phantom Name. And so you don't know what the Tsugunohi series is, it's basically made by this person called I'm Cyan. And basically what the series does is that they take everyday situations and they basically just turn it into horror scenarios, right? And so Tsugunohi as a whole basically just breaks down into two words. So Tsugu is the next, right? And he is day. So the title in general is just the next day, right? That's the literal translation of the title. And so in the Chamber of Phantom Name, you play as Kana Sakuragi, and you basically just start a new life in a renovated old home, and everything looks perfect, right? Everything is perfect, everything is shiny, everything is brand new, except that things just start going wrong. Your landlords, well, they're suspicious, and there seems to be phantoms following you around. So without further ado, grab a cup of coffee and let's get going with the latest entry in the Tsugunohi series. Alright, let's go. I've actually never played a Tsugunohi game, so this is actually my first introduction into the series. The world you see may not be reality. And so what I'm actually going to do is, I'm actually going to play through the rest of the Tsugunohi series, and then, yeah, we'll, you'll see those videos, in the upcoming days. Assuming that I remember to put those out, mainly because I do have a long list of games that I need to play and all that stuff. Controls, okay, standard stuff. A Canberra house. That's a good deal. I will support your new life. I'll help you with any troubles with neighbors or the owner, as well as concerns about your new life. A rare bargain recommended by our store. Detached housing in Tokyo. In Tokyo? Really? What the hell? Oh man. Yeah. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Actually, it depends on which place. A Canberra house. Wow, it's old, but it's been beautifully renovated. Hey, Dad. Today, Kana came to check out the room. Let's see, what does the inside look like? Jeez. Alright, Kana. You're going to live here, so take a good look and see if you like it. Yeah. Oh, right. It's arrow keys. Kana Sakuragi-san, please, come in. I'll show you the room. Fujiki-san, nice to meet you. Oh, okay, well, okay. Rude. This room has been renovated in a traditional Japanese cafe style, reflecting the taste of the female owner. What about this shelf? This shelf is an item left behind by the previous resident, known as remaining property. Since it's in good condition, we're offering it as a built-in furniture. Remaining property? If I sign a contract, can I use it? Yes, of course. Starting a new life can be expensive, so using the built-in furniture helps save costs. I see, that's nice. I don't trust this guy whatsoever. When I visited Japan, I did see these types of glass. So yeah. What does this switch do? Ah, I see. The top one is for the toilet. The bottom was for the bathroom. The icons are so cute. I like them. That was also designed in a cafe style based on the female owner's preference. Wow, that's lovely. I really like the addition of not having eyes. Go ahead and try pressing that switch as well. This one? Interesting that they have the pole there. Ah, indirect lighting. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it the moment I pointed that out. Indirect lighting makes the room look stylish. You don't see many rental properties with this kind of thoughtful design. This room seems really livable. Hey, Kana, come over here. What is it, Dad? Fujiki-san, please leave. Oh, that's a paper doll. But yeah, like I said, I really like the addition of not having eyes. And the reason why I don't like, I like the addition is that, oh, that's nice. Is that the not having eyes makes it a lot harder to actually interpret emotions. Wow, a cherry blossom tree? If you laid your futon here, you can sleep while looking at the cherry blossoms. That bed frame is also included, so you just need to get a futon, which will save costs. Dad, I'll choose this room. It's pretty old, but the room is clean and the rent is affordable. If you think it's good, then go for it. Yeah. Kana, the owner has come to greet you. What the balls? Yeah, sure. Let's make the owner totally not suspicious by adding that creepy ass sound. Oh, but now she's phasing out his existence as well. Nice to meet you. I'm Taiko. Taiko Akembara, the owner. Does this properly meet your expectations? Yeah, yes, I really like it, so I've decided to live here. I see. That's wonderful to hear. She is translucent. By the way, the surname Akembara is quite rare, isn't it? It's an unusual surname, isn't it? It looks similar to a phantom character, so be careful not to write it incorrectly. That is true. That is true. So in Asian languages, right? Well, more particularly like Chinese and Japanese, right? Writing systems. I'm not sure about Korean systems, but we don't really have spaces in between the characters. And so usually characters actually comprised of like different, I want to say like stances. I guess that's the best way to put it. These stances can be individual characters on their own, or depending on how they're aligned with certain other characters, that's how they have a completely different meaning. What's a very particular example? Let me think, actually. Well, actually, none come to mind, so maybe I'll get back to you on that, but really none come to mind. But yeah, depending on where the stances for certain characters are, it can make like new words or different meanings, right? So yeah. So yes, this is extremely important as to why this works. So even though the kanji, was it the kanji? Even though the whatchamacallit, even though the God, what is it? Even though like the writing system. So in Japanese, obviously there's three different writing systems, right? There's hiragana, kanji, and romanji. So romanji is I believe is the English pronunciation, if I'm correct. But yes, so even though God, why am I so bad at this? I'm so bad. Not the kanji, the hiragana, right? The hiragana, even though it's written the same way, the kanji can actually be different. So, I guess in one particular example where the hiragana is actually the same thing, whereas the kanji is different, it would be okami. Okami, of course, can mean wolf, or okami can mean great god, so, to some degree, right? If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, phantom character. If you had one horizontal stroke to the character, yeah, whatever, it becomes another kanji. However, whoever the phantom was mistakenly registered as a common use kanji, but it doesn't actually exist, so it's called a phantom character. Wow, so phantom character really exists. Kana-san, it's easy to make mistakes when writing this address, so please be careful. Ah, right, I need to write the building's name in the address. I'll be careful. She's gonna miswrite it. I just know she's gonna miswrite it. Yes, never make a mistake when writing it. Oh boy. A character of unknown origin suspected to have never truly existed, hence called a phantom character. Fascinating. That's actually kind of cool. A phantom character with an unknown origin, yet somehow exists in this world. Some believe it's just a typographical error, but there are characters that appear in no records or text with no explanation. That is... Oh, I don't have to click anything. Tsugunohi, the Chamber of Phantom Name. Oh yeah, to add to my previous point of characters being made of other characters and stances. So the first character of Akembara, the first thing, 1 month later, if it appears on screen, I'll tell you, just because she misspelled it, didn't she? Oh, that's cute. Who could it be at this hour? It's cute as long as it's not scary. Oh, that mirrors. That mirror is gonna be horrible. Okay then. Mush mush. Oh my god, the doll is moving. Sorry. I'll just say Yumikaka-chan here, down here. No, you should clutch him. Clutch her. Clutch it. Hi. Yes? Good evening, it's Akembara. Akembara-san. What brings you here? I just have something to talk about. I'll open the door now. I don't like your smile. Good evening. Sorry for coming so late at night. I need you to sign the circulation notice. Ah, yes, that's fine. Kana-san, do you remember what I told you about writing the address here? You said to be careful not to turn it into a phantom character, right? Since it's easy to make mistakes around hiragana. Yes, that should be fine. Be careful. Never write the phantom character. Okay, I'll be careful. It's notice the sign's actually misspelled already, but also so the first character, right? To further elaborate on my point of characters being made of different characters and different stances. So the first character on top is Yama, which is mountain, and then the character on the bottom is I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know the character just because it's written, it's the same in Chinese as well. It's a character for woman, for girl, right? So yeah, that's two characters combined together to make a new character, right? So yeah. Okay, I'll be careful. Is this okay? Kana Sakuragi. Okay. Okay, that's... Wait, hold up. Okay, that's spelled properly. Yes, thank you. Wait, that is not spelled properly. Why? Wait, hold up. Why? I swear it was spelled properly before. Huh? Akembara-san's name looks different somehow. Is this a phantom character? Well then, good night. You just signed your name away. Oh, there it is. Akembara-san, she was the one who warned me, but she wrote it wrong herself. Oh, you fool. You fool. You fool. And now you have, what is this? Something feels off? And now you have a washi ningi, I don't know how to pronounce it. Basically, Japanese paper doll following you around. Oh no. How's that nice? Pretty scary. That is true. Especially if there's no street lights. This building looks even more intimidating because it's old. Maybe I should have checked it out at night too. Oh no. Oh no. A cat's voice? Oh, cats must wander into the yard. Huh? My body won't move? Please, move. RAR XD. Oh. Oh, that's horrifying. The next day. Is she still the same Kana? Or is she different now? Kana. Dad? Mom? Kana, why did you leave home? Huh? That's right, Kana. How could you leave us behind? What were you thinking? Why? Both of them were cheering me on. Kana is such a cold child. Even if we die, Kana won't notice. Goodbye, Kana. Wait, Dad, Mom. A dream? No warm air is coming out at all. It's been noisy all day. This air conditioner only has a cooling function. It's so cold. I should take a bath. Now? What? What? There was no cooling function? Again? A cat's voice? Yeah, maybe don't do that. I feel like I can smell an animal too. Why? I knew that mirror is gonna be used for something. Oh. Are you not gonna react, girl? Huh? Why is this lying here? Oh, I don't know. It looks like the characters were rewritten. Fujiki-san's name. Is this really read as Ken? Wait, you're straight up not going to react to the blood that... Oh yeah, sure, jump me at this point. Okay then. I should hurry up and take a bath. Don't take a bath. Don't do anything like that. Huh? Who could it be at this hour? Girl, if you don't open that door right now, I swear to God. I just... What is that? Why is this origami in my room? So that says, that is sun. That is the literal translation for sun. Wait. What? This kanji looks like, that bottom one is, that bottom one is, sorry, I am trying to do this. That bottom one is sin. So that bottom one is sumi. How's this red? If that first one actually exists, who knows? Ah. I'm coming out now. So it's interesting. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of phantom characters in this game. So that one obviously the one on the origami is also a phantom character, but more importantly, the one on the doll is also a phantom character, which is a Yurei Moji. Yeah, so no one knows what these words actually mean because they're not supposed to exist. Interesting. So none of these characters are supposed to exist. I'm coming. Good evening, it's Akembara. Huh? Again? What? What do you need? I just have something to talk about. I'll open the door now. Why, she have eyes now? I knew it. Never trust a character with eyes in a game where people don't have eyes. Good evening. What brings you here today? Hey, are you keeping a cat by any chance? Huh? There is one, right? A kitty. But you know, this place doesn't allow pets, so you can't just keep one. No, I'm not keeping one. I just hear cats crying in the yard. It's bothering me too. Oh, really? Well. Oh, really? Well, if that's the case, it's fine. A previous tenant, Hinode-san, also secretly kept the cats. That cat, I went through the trouble of taking care of it. It would be such a hassle if another one appeared. Huh? Well, if not keeping one, that's fine. This place doesn't allow pets, so be careful. Did she straight up murder the cat and that's why it's a ghost? Oh, that took care of it. She said she took care of Hinode-san's cat? No way. So, usually in Asian cultures, how ghosts are is that they're actually just, I was gonna say that usually their parts of them are just manifestations of like grudges. The next day, I was gonna say like, yeah, so usually like their spirits linger because they have resentment, right? That, or they have like, or yeah, that's usually how it is, right? They have resentment, and as a result they stay on Earth. Yeah, I mean, besides that, you have other creatures like Kana. Dad, Mom, I'm so glad you're alive. Today we've come to get you, Kana. Let's rest together, the three of us, in front of the Butsudan. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't trust any character with eyes in this game. Huh? Yeah, no. I'd rather be an orphan. My body won't move. Yeah, that's actually very uncomfy. Looks like kinda stuck in sleep paralysis. Alright, Daddy will hold you up, Kana. No. Kana sure is a handful, huh? We'll sleep as a family, all three of us. Come now, Kana. Let's get inside the Butsudan. Why? Why, you ask? Because ghosts sleep best in there, don't they? So if you don't know what Butsudan is, it's basically just a shrine that's basically just found in like Japanese Buddhist temples. That's basically what it is. That's right, Kana. Let's all sleep inside the Butsudan. So it's usually a wooden cabinet type of thing. Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's a bit much. Sorry. No. Yeah, it's just nasty. Y'all better stop doing that. Huh? Did they just disappear with Yumikaka-chan? Oh, cute. So yeah, Yumikaka-chan, did you save me? So like I was saying, in Asian cultures, usually the reason why someone actually stay behind is that they're usually a product of a grudge, right? It's that their resentment is so strong that they would rather root themselves on earth and then refuse to move on until they've had their fill of vengeance. That's usually how ghosts work in Asian culture. And in very rare cases, right, if a person they love is under attack, that's when they become a guardian spirits, right? But those cases are, I think, in mythology are a lot rarer. Usually ghosts in Asian culture are a lot more malevolent. They're a lot more destructive, right? Hence why in Asian culture, ghosts can never really be bargained with. They will always try and destroy you, right? An origami girl? Don't turn to me. One-chan, are you okay? Sorry, that was cringe. Big sister, are you okay? No, I'm not. You can talk? Oh, so notice the flowers in the background? Those are spider lilies. So spider lilies are usually depictions of death, right? So in a lot of you'll see this in a lot of anime if you're a weeb like me. But if you've seen the spider lilies, that's the depiction of death. The most popular one would be Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer, right? They have the lilies in the ending theme, right? Help me, strange things keep happening in this room. Big sister, right now, you are inside a dream. A dream? Big sister, you've been dreaming in bed for a long time, but your body won't move. Ever since that day, you've been under the curse of sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis? But I'm awake. I've been waking up and sleeping in this room for days now. There is a way to wake up. You already know how to do it. Nuh-uh. You'll wake up from the dream. Go ahead. Don't be afraid. I am afraid. I don't want to press it. I actually can't press anything else. You are so devious. Oh, fine. Returned. Okay. Huh? What? Dream? I was having a really scary dream. Yumikaka-chan? Gone? Wait, what is Yumikaka-chan? That's obviously a phantom character. Obviously. I need to go to work. Go to work? I thought you were still a student, not gonna lie. Huh? The cherry blossoms have withered. When I get home, I'll pick some branches from the yard again. Why was I under the impression that she was a student of sorts just because she had her parents move in with her? Or why? Why? Is it like actually withered, or is it like the full tree's withered? Apparently so. Wait, so how long was she asleep? Or but that wouldn't make sense, because wait, are her parents actually dead? Is that why? Because if she was asleep for like until like the cherry blossoms withered, that would mean like her parents would have never like visited her. But like, why would her parents never visit her? Because unless like they're actually dead. I knew it. Because if they're ghosts, then that means they're dead. But then, like, how they die so fast? What? The cherry blossoms, they've all fallen. How long have I been asleep? I should change my clothes first. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet get up. I need to calm down and think. I've been asleep for over a month. I remember I kept having terrifying dreams. But then why would why would her parents be dead though? Did like the what? Like what's the what's the timeline? In my dream, I feel like I saw something important. Those are all phantom characters. Those are all phantom characters. Calling it now. Oh, thanks for thank you. I saw phantom characters. A character similar to that one, but with so that's the sun, and I don't know what character that is. I should look that character up. Will something come up if I search this? I found it. It's one of these so-called phantom characters. Its origin, pronunciation, usage are unknown. Is it really a phantom character? But its origin is unknown. That's kind of what it is. Does that mean phantom character exists without any real foundation? Yeah? What exactly is a phantom character? A character that has no origin, that just randomly appears one day with no apparent reason. I think, right? That should be right? Yeah, okay. Because they did kind of explain that in the beginning, right? A phantom character is a term for letters with unknown origins that for some reason exist in this world. Okay, yeah. They are believed to have been created due to misprints or misunderstandings. Okay. Wait, look at that bottom character. That bottom character, right? Yumi Kaka-chan. That's literally the character on the shirt. Okay, yeah. A term for characters with unknown origins that believed to have been created due to misprints or misunderstandings. The typical phantom characters are these four. Et voila. I feel like I've seen all four of these in my dreams. The doll that helped in my dream, Yumi Kaka-chan. No way. Is a representative Phantom character. Although there is no official reading, it has been conventionally assigned the readings Ka, Sit. The character's radicals were written to form the nickname Yumikaka. I knew it. It was true. Yumikaka was also a phantom character. I understand now that phantom character appeared in my dream, but how is this connected to me being asleep for so long? Being stuck in the dream for over a month? It feels like a curse. So, someone's here? I don't trust that hat. It's the landlady in it. Oh, right. I have to walk. Why did I keep forgetting I need to walk? The transition is too smooth. Is that pole gonna move once more? Is there any? Chill. Huh? Hey, don't bang on my door. Okay then. Why'd you just enter the house? I don't like how fast you're walking. Why are you walking so fast? What the balls? No one's there. Her suit is wet. Kana-san, you've woken up, haven't you? Akembara-san, she just came in on her own. Was she watching over me the entire time I was asleep? But why? Kana-san. Wait. This might be far-fetched, and I don't know why I'm pointing it now, but the yellow text. There's only one other character that has yellow in their body. That's the paper doll. Is there like a connection there, or like am I like tripping? Like is it possible? Kana-san, are you not here? I don't like that. Kana-san. I'm going to be found. Parents, go away from me. Go away from me. Go. No, it's not the opposite. Now she opened the door. Why did she open the door? Why'd she open the door? But then I'm not. Wait, no, look, okay, I'm not tripping. Look, this mirrors how Akembara-san was appearing in the doorway. She was just a cloak of yellow, and then her head with the hair, right? That's exactly how the paper doll is. I'm not tripping. There's a connection. There's a connection over here. What was that sound? Okay, you don't need to pop your head in. Good morning, Kana. Dad? Mom? Where is this? It's inside a dream, Kana. You've returned to the dream again, Kana. No, no, why? Kana, you still can't believe it. Then go take a look outside. Is that a nether portal? Oh, why is it so squelchy? What is that? Is that like... That's a tree outside, and it's like... Is that like ghosts getting out of the portal? What is this picture? Is a ghost crawling out from the trunk of the cherry blossom tree? It's absorbing blood from the remains and blooming flowers? Okay, so this is... Okay, I'm sorry to pause, but this is actually a... This right here is actually a reference to a common Japanese tale, myth, I guess, where you actually have, or there's actually a tale where they actually bury dead bodies underneath of cherry blossoms, right? That's apparently a common tale or a common myth. So I think this might be a reference to that, where it's like absorbing the remains. I think it's possible. And this picture, is someone picking up a skull from a pool of blood? What an ominous and grotesque painting. I have a theory on this, but I'll wait for maybe further confirmation, because that doesn't really tell me much. That's a lot of smoke. That's a lot of blue smoke. Oh, why are you here? Akibara-san? Oh, okay. No, that's not right. That's not right. No, no, why, girl, why are you just standing there? Kana-san. Is this what you were looking for? Yeah, that's my friend. Thanks for finding her. Oh, don't squeeze her that tight. That's Yumikaka-chan. Why do you have it? So you knew all along, didn't you? The stole. I had it when I was a child. It was made to protect you from the ghosts. That thing made it so. Uh-huh. Hey, what the hell? Oh, okay, well. Now, you can never escape this dream. I know I'm making it so breathy. What in the world is happening? I need that pole. That pole is always moving. Huh? This... Oh, it got turned into a phantom character? My name, it's been rewritten with a phantom character? Oh, my eardrums. I think it was Akibara-san who did this to me. Was it her who replaced part of my name with a phantom character? But why? Those are all previous tenants, aren't they? Those are all previous tenants, and all of them got their names replaced with phantom characters. Right? That has to be it. Right? Right? I'm not tripping, right? Okay then. She's straight up in hell. Wow. What the hell? Literally. Is this... hell? So I think now would be a pretty good time to mention the theory that I had before, because I think this might be a pretty conclusive thing. Is this also a dream? So in ancient mythologies, right, before Christianity basically overtook it, the afterlife was very much so a physical plane of existence, right? Living beings could actually walk into the afterlife, right? You've seen that in Greek mythology, you've seen that in Mesopotamian mythology. I believe you've seen that in a lot of Asian mythology as well. And so I think that's a river. So in Greek mythology, having a river would obviously be the river Styx, right? Styx as in Styx, right? And then you would have the ferryman, Charon, right? You would have to pay the ferryman to cross the river Styx, right? In Chinese, Japanese, Indian mythology as well, there's a river as well where the good people could actually walk across a bridge to cross the river, but all the sinners would actually sink down into the river, right? And I think that's what all the bones are. In Japanese mythology, this is called the Sanzu River, right? Or otherwise known as the Three World River. I think that's the direct translation. But yeah, I think that's what this is referencing. I'm gonna need to. I'm not too sure. So I think this might be a possible reference. Please, if this is a nightmare, let me wake up. Alrighty then. Return. Is this gonna work? I guess it's probably gonna work. Never mind. Never mind. Why won't I wake up from this dream? Kana. So the reason why it's KA, that's capitalized, is because the characters Ka were changed into the phantom characters. Why are only your heads manifesting? Mom? Why this? This can't be real. Please wake me up if it's a dream. Wait, so did they get... When I close my eyes, I see that girl? What is this vision? I'm sure that girl told me how to wake up from the dream. If I meet that girl, maybe I can escape this nightmare. I'll try searching. Wait, they're straight... Okay, I have another thing that's in reference to that, but I'm not too sure. But also, that's their head. Why are they decapitated? What the hell? What the balls? Okay, so we have our dead bodies being buried underneath the cherry blossom tree, and then we have our Sanzu River reference. So quite a lot of myth and tales. Okay. Oh no, don't come near me. Girl, you have no survival instincts. Fujiki-san? Yeah, don't zoom in. Don't zoom in on that face, man. What the hell? So another thing that I want to point out in terms of what this is, so I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, but in Asian cultures, right, the idea of a vampire or a zombie comes in a different form. So in Cantonese we call those song si or gurng si. So essentially what those things are is that they're actually reanimated corpses, and how you actually reanimate them is that you actually have a talisman taped over their faces. Usually you see them with a sort of yellow talisman. But this is interesting because this phantom character is it's staked onto their face, right? So it's acting as though the phantom character is the talisman, that's the one that's bringing them back. Right? It's sort of I guess at this point it's like a curse of some sort, where it's like a curse that's sort of inherently just bringing them to life, I guess. So that's something, I guess. But I think that this is a reference to the Asian type of vampire slash corpses, right? Reanimated corpses, zombies. I'm looking for the origami girl. Do you know where she is? This is... yeah, sure. Sell me something while I'm looking for something. Two tatami rooms and an attic? Is this a Kambara house before I moved in? There's an attic here? So in the past you could access the attic from the closet area? Fujiki-san, do you want me to go to the attic? Is she there? Alright, that's great. So you could climb up into the ceiling from there. I see the same pillar from the vision. She must be ahead. That girl's here. Let's go. Oh, don't tell me to crawl there. Oh, that's ballsed. Okay, so look up. You can see all of those. All of those are phantom characters. Are those the heads of the previous tenants? There's no way, right? It's sort of like the origami. Those are the heads of the previous tenants. Oh, and they're oh no. Oh, that's not great. Oh, that's absolutely their heads. Okay, don't sneak up on me like that, you weirdo. Sakuragi-san, just ahead. Keep going, deeper inside. This way, even deeper? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you behind. But those are their heads. Wait. Their heads. Wait. Are those our parents' characters? I don't remember what characters were on Kana's parents. Because remember, after we walked past them, they had a talisman. They had the phantom characters on their head. Is that their thing? Is that why they're decapitated? Wait, is that what's happening to everyone? Are they just getting decapitated here? What the balls? Kana-san. Oh, that's unpleasant. Why are you peeking out from the attic? Close the attic. What the ball? Kana-san. Kambara-san is coming. Go, girl, go. You have no survival instincts. You are in no rush. Kana-san. No! Also, we landed, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we landed directly under a pillar that had no head. Please don't tell me Kana's gonna die. Don't tell me she's gonna die. Please, if this is a dream, let me wake up. Oh, don't zoom in on her face. Kana-san, you wanna wake up from a dream, don't you? You already know how to do it, don't you? Go ahead, don't be afraid. Try it. I knew it. I called it. I absolutely called it. Akembara-san, those words, or are you the one saying them? I knew it. I called it. I bloody called it. Real. What's real? Oh no, she's absolutely cooked. She's cooked. I'm so sorry for saying cooked, because that's brain rot. But I knew it, because she landed directly, because all of the pillars that we passed by had like the decapitated heads, right? So please tell me she still has her body. Please tell me she still has her body at least, right? Also, please stop staring at me directly. That's very uncomfortable. Phantom character. So that's Akembara-san. Okay. Who are you? Akembara-san? Ah, please stop staring into the camera. It's making me very uncomfortable. Okay, she still has her body. Great. Oh, at least that's fine. I spoke too soon. That's balls. That's so balls. That's fricked, dude. That's so fricked. I knew that because all the other pillars had like heads, and then like she landed directly underneath a pillar that had no head, and I think the previous one were the heads of her parents. Oh, and there's no way that's the end, right? Please, there's no way. Sorry, I was drinking water, so I had to pause. But sorry, I'm processing right now. I'm sorry. I'm processing, but continue reading the dream. So this has to be. But where else would they go from this? Where else would they go from this? Because if in reality Kana's dead, and her parents are also dead, but then. Wait. Let me cook, right? Because we know for a fact that Akembara-san is the paper doll, right? So, and if she can tell Kana-san to wake up, right? That means she's very much so aware of the dreams and also of reality, right? And if in reality Kana-san's dead, then there has to be someone else who can sort of influence or sort of understand the two worlds, right? But the fact that Akembara-san inherently has like the paper doll form, and then she also has the I don't know where I'm going with this, but she has the paper doll form, and she's very much so aware of the fact that there's a real world and the fact that there's like a hell/dream world. Is it possible that it's actually that she's the dreamer? That's the most random thing, but it says continue reading the dream. But there would be no dream if Kana's already dead, because we know that Kana's dead. So there would be no dream. So it has to be someone who's alive. And who else would be alive besides Akembara-san? Because we know that, well, she has her ghostly form, which is from Kana's dream, but she also has the paper doll form, right? Like, I don't know how else to, like, because if Kana's dead, there would be no dream, right? And she's the only other character who's, like, confirmed alive, because Fujiki-san had the character staked over his face, right? So it can't be the real estate agent. It can't be our parents, because they were decapitated as well, and we saw the heads there. So it can't be them. And Kana just recently joined the ranks of that, so it can't be them as well. It can't be her as well. So it has to be Akembara-san, who's like the quote-unquote dreamer, right? I should stop speculating, just play it. But like, let me cook, right? The world you see may not be reality. So this is a continuation, right? Go ahead. Don't be afraid. You already know how to do it. R? Every time I say R, I'm imagining like a seal. R. Sorry. Who could it be at this hour? Ah, my eardrums. Huh? I feel like this has happened before. Oh yeah, she's absolutely cooked. Oh, that's just cruel. That's just cruel. Come on, guys. Okay, sure. Okay, so Kana's absolutely dead, so she can't be the dreamer. And her parents are also dead. Okay. So it can't be any of them. Those are all phantom characters, understandable. Wait, so did Akembara-san kill her while she was in the bath? Because she ran to the bathtub, right? And that's when her parents covered her eyes. So was that when she died? When Kana died? But then it says it was continuing the dream, right? It didn't say continuing reality. In a game like this, where dream and reality are inherently very important, I think that serves as a very, very important distinction. But I'm not too sure. Oh, why is it so squelchy? It's Akembara-san, isn't it? Yes? Good evening, it's Akembara. Akembara-san? What do you need? I just have something to talk about. Why? Akembara-san is terrifying. If I slide this door open, I feel like everything will end. Akembara-san, I'm not feeling well today. Could you please leave? Tomorrow, I think I'll feel better. That's not possible. Kana-san, you know, don't you? The next day will never come. That's a reference to Tsugunohi. Haha. Sorry. Will never come. Huh? Oh, why are you still long-necked? You know how to wake up from the dream. But in reality, you're dead, just staring into the darkness in the attic. That's why you can't wake up from the nightmare of hell forever. This better not cut back to her face. I swear to God. Oh, I'm sad. Why is she dead? This sucks. Poor girl. Oh, sure, just cut back into it. Who killed me? Where did the dream start? And where was reality? But there was a time I think I returned to reality just once. That person knew how to wake up from the dream. I knew it. So wait. So the fact that it's flashing to Akembara-san means that she is the dreamer. I'm calling it right now. There's no way it's not her. Who was Akembara-san? Let me cook. Confirm it. Kana-san. She's nowhere to be found. Once again, a resident has disappeared. What do you mean once again? Hold up. Okay, wait, now that I think about it, the fact that there's been many residents, all of them have been decapitated. Why would she continue to rent this place out? What the hell, man? What the hell? 50 years ago, back when I lived in this house with my parents. I knew it. She was the. Okay, yeah, I called it. Yeah, okay. I'm vindicated now. My parents worked hard. Both worked. They were so never home. I was a child who played with origami along with that doll. I learned to write my name in kanji, so I practiced writing on the back of the origami paper. So I wrote my surname, the kanji, for over and over. By mistake, I accidentally drew a single line across the crease of the origami. By coincidence, it turned into a phantom character. Okay. At that moment, I suddenly felt someone watching me. There was someone else in the room. When I turned around, there was a blue hole in the Butsudan. That hole was connected to hell. Okay, yeah, so it is the Sansu River. Then one after another, ghosts began crawling out from the Butsudan. I was surrounded by the ghosts. Oh, so that's why she has a scar on her nose. And I was cursed. So it's interesting that the mark separates the character from mountain and woman. Just because I wrote whatever that character is by mistake, the ghost cursed me. Such an unreasonable curse. Whether that was a dream or reality, even now I still don't know. But there's one thing I do know for sure. After my family moved out and started renting out this house, the people who moved into this house, they kept sleeping as if they were in sleep paralysis. And then they vanished without a trace. The fact that you're still renting out this place is very, very concerning. Could it all be because of the curse placed on me? Most likely, the true nature of the curse was tied to the phantom character. The moment I wrote that character, the curse had begun. But I didn't understand what connection there was. Why was the phantom character linked to the curse? Most likely, there was no reason. If someone had created a curse, they would never allow anyone to uncover its truth, because that would create a weakness that could break the curse. What if there's no reason at all for using phantom character in the curse? That would make it a curse with no way to break it. Even if the ghost's curse has some kind of pattern. If it is a curse that we living in the world can never reach the truth. Like a phantom, its very existence is like a dream. Am I overthinking this? So maybe all the disappearances so far were just coincidences. Even Kana-san's disappearance. My guy, all the people he rented out this place to just disappeared. That is not a coincidence. You know what this called? You know what this says? It says you should just destroy the house. Maybe Kana-san just went out. Maybe I just imagined it. Yes. Hello? Yes, please contact Kana-san's parents immediately. They're dead, aren't they? What? Kana-san's parents are missing. What? Even Fujiki-san, the agent, is missing? I knew it, she was the dreamer. I knew it, she was the dreamer. Why? That day of the house viewing, I'm sure those three also entered this room. No coincidence. Oh. As I thought, the curse really does exist. The ghosts have always been around me. Even now, in this very moment. What if my entire life was just a dream? Alright, that confirms it. I'm actually surprised I actually got that right. And even the me that exists here is part of the dream. You're the one who needs to wake up. If I could wake up from the dream and return to that time, to your childhood, maybe the ghost curse will also disappear. I know how to wake up from the dream. I'm honestly so lost. Return? But I didn't say reality. Or real. Because when Kana woke up, it says real. Well, that's cute. Or she's still in the dream in this instance because it didn't say real. Because we know Kana's dead when it says real. Oh wait, I have to control the character, right? Wait, those... Is this one of those everything was a dream endings? Is this actually one of those, this is one of those dream endings? Because there's no way it's time travel. Okay, so that's young Akembara. Right, that's just a zoom in on her face. Wait, but that's Kana. Are they the same person? I don't understand that part. Unless it flashes through a different face. Okay. So that's Yumikaka, yeah. Is there another thing? I'm trying to understand why flash those three faces. So we have young Akimbara, and then we have Kana, and then we have Yumikaka, right? I'm kind of lost. So we know in... Okay, so... Oh my god. The end. Oh no, you have to give me more answers. So we know... Okay, so... I'm starting to think that Kana and Akimbara might be the same person. This has... Okay, so that theory has two particular clues that I'm mainly sort of coping on. So when long neck Akimbara had Yumikaka, right? She was like, I gave you this doll to protect you from the ghosts. But that wouldn't make sense because Yumikaka was originally Akimbara's, right? That would not make sense unless Kana is Akimbara, or at least a version of her, right? And then the second thing is, at the end sequence, it flashes Akimbara, young version of her, and then flashes Kana, right? Those are the two only reasons I'm like, okay, is Akimbara like Kana? Like, is that possible? Like, is that possible? I don't know if that's possible. I really don't know if that's the like, if that's like a connection. I don't know if that's that's a thing. Yeah, otherwise I'm not too sure about the ending. Other than that, I think it's very, I don't want to say Inception-ish-esque, where it's like a dream inside a dream. I think in this instance it would draw some more inspiration on Satoshi Kon. I don't really understand the ending. Obviously she woke up at the end, right? She woke up at the end. So Akimbara woke up before she started the curse? I'm not sure. I'll think about this, but honestly, I'll think about the game, because I'm not too sure, honestly. But as for the game, I think that this is actually a very, very good start to the Tsugunohi series. At least my first start in the Tsugunohi series, because this is actually what I really like about Asian horror, in comparison to like more Western style horror media. So I've mentioned this before, but when you're writing any scripts, when you're writing any scene, or where you're performing something, right? When you're actually doing something, there will be a build-up in tension, or else things are just really boring, right? That's why people tend to add like drama in like shows, because there needs to be a tension, a build-up of tension, right? That's what keeps people like sort of on edge, right? That's what keeps people like glued to their screens, to the scene, to whatever's happening, right? To the performance or whatever. And then there would be a climax, there would be a release of tension, where all that built up tension is released, and that's it, right? That would be the payoff to all that built up, in horror media, especially in Western sort of approaches to horror movies and games and all that stuff. Usually there would be a build-up, and then they would deliver that in the form of a jump scare, or anything like that. And that would be a very quick release of all that tension, right? It would just be like, bam, and here it's over, and then the audience can then relax, because then they would know that to have another worthwhile jump scare, they need to build up that tension once more, or else if they're rapid fire jump scares, that jump scare isn't gonna be scary. It's just random, and it's just gonna be like, it's just another jump scare for the sake of another jump scare, right? It wouldn't be very, very good. Asian media, horror media in particular, understand the idea of using tension very well. So, let's just say, for example, the Ring series, right? The Ring series, or things like Kairo. In Pulse, in Kairo, there's I can't pronounce it, but in one very particular scene that people are deathly afraid of is that one of the scenes is that when the characters stares down the hallway and a ghostly woman approaches him, right? She doesn't run, she doesn't float, she doesn't do anything. All she does is that she walks, she stumbles, she does a very uncertain step here and there, but she never runs, right? And the character is constantly locked in on that stumble, that walk, and you don't get any reprieve from that, right? You're constantly glued to that scene, right? So you're just forced to look at this ghostly woman walk unnaturally, abnormally towards you, and that builds up the tension. But there's no jump scare. There's no jump scare, so the tension just builds and builds and builds, and so it builds to a point where it gets uncomfortable. It gets very, very much so uncomfortable, but there's no reprieve, there's no jump scare, so that tension just continues to fester. It continues to make you uncomfortable. It continues to make you so uncomfortable that at any point you want a jump scare to happen, because that would be better than letting this tension continue to accumulate and to build up, but it never comes, right? So that makes it even worse, because now not only are you afraid, now you're uncomfortable. Now you want this moment to end, but that end never comes, right? And I think Tsugunohi does a phenomenal job at sort of adapting that in a game format as well, right? Where you have this buildup of tension, but there's never really a jump scare. It's always more unsettling things after another, and you never really get that reprieve until some of the reveals, right? And even then, some of the reveals are not a reprieve, because then immediately after that it starts building tension. It starts building more tension, because it's just an unsettling release of tension, and so it just continues to build once more, right? So Tsugunohi does a phenomenal job at building and utilizing that tension, which I've come to associate Asian horror with, right? Just the idea of utilizing tension to build horror and just drag out that tension to really sort of capitalize on that horror, right? On that tension. So that's the main difference between Western and sort of Asian horror, I find, right? And I find that sort of build up of tension to be very, very effective in terms of how it makes the audience sort of unsettled. And so, yeah, overall, besides I think the story is very, very confusing. It's like, again, it's a dream inside a dream. It's very Satoshi Kon-esque, which is fine, right? It's fine. Maybe I'll understand it. Right now it's like 6:30 in the morning. I have not fallen asleep yet, so maybe if I sleep through it, I'll think about it. Who knows, right? But also I do like that there are homages or references to different Asian legends, right? Like the reanimated corpse with the phantom character over its face, the cherry blossom, the dead bodies buried underneath the cherry blossoms, the Sanzu River, and also utilizing like phantom characters as a whole. I think this is a very, very interesting concept. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think that was really, really well executed. I think this has been a phenomenal introduction for me into the Tsugunohi series, and honestly, I'm really expecting a lot from the series now because it's honestly such a great entry into the series. What else? Yeah, I mean. So, right, another thing was that they never really explained the curse, right? They're just like, oh yeah, that happened, right? That happened and that's it, which I'm honestly fine with, right? I think a lot of people actually expect answers from like supernatural things and maybe like things like magic in like a fantasy setting, but I'm honestly more than fine with horror and maybe magic systems actually not having an explanation. And the reason why I actually prefer sometimes for them to not have an explanation is because it's magic, it's supernatural, right? If it can be explained, if there is a logical approach to that, then it wouldn't be supernatural anymore. It would be natural because you could explain it. Right? That's a lot of my issues with a lot of fantasy things with magic systems and all that, is that they explain it away too easily, and you're like, that's not magic, that's just another form of science in this particular world, in this particular setting, right? The reason why anything would be called magic is because it defies logic, it defies explanation. There shouldn't necessarily, or there shouldn't need to be a particular explanation for that thing, right? Things happen because magic, right? That's all the audience really needs to know, because that's how magic works, right? It defies logic. So in this instance, I'm honestly fine with them not explaining the curse. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in this instance, I really appreciate, or I really think it's really clever of them to utilize something as simple as like misspelt characters for a curse. Like that's such a cool concept. Yeah, overall, I think that this has been a phenomenal entry for me into the Tsugunohi series. And yeah, you'll see me go over this series in the future as well. I'll be playing all of their games in the future. I just don't know how often I'll be uploading those particular games, but yeah, you can expect me to be playing these more in the future. As for some of the scenes that are more uncomfortable, I think what I'll be doing for this is that I'll actually be uploading two versions of the video. One is that one version in particular is going to be censored, right? Some of them are just going to be blacked out, and then in the description of that video, I'll just have like an uncensored version of the video, just because I think otherwise it'll be kind of uncomfortable for a lot of people to watch. And then YouTube will also get me, so yeah, I'd rather not have that happen. But other than that, again, it has been a phenomenal entering this series. But yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you are. And see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you and take care. Bye.